everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show, what show we have for you. Coming up, did you see Cody Rhodes? You see him right there, Cody, trying to raise the hand of Sami Zayn. Cody with Sami Zayn. What had happened on SmackDown tonight? We'll get to it. A lot going on tonight. Even Jey Uso, main event Jey Uso coming out. And he's first claiming himself on what he has said tonight. Jey Uso returns to the bloodline, and Jey Uso has a lot to say. And also too, Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, make a rare visit on SmackDown. Cody Rhodes makes a rare visit. What the American Nightmare has in store? Can he help mend the fence between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens? We'll get to that, as well as the Judgment Day and the mixed tag team action. As you see, Rhea Ripley teams up with Dominic Mysterio, taking on La Familia, Selena Vega, and Santos Escobar. A lot going on here tonight as we get the SmackDown Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show, and it starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Diggs here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. We continue that ongoing story, the bloodline between Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. We'll get to that in the meantime, but first thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, Miss Karen. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. This is the SmackDown Ring Report of the Pro Wrestling Show. Thank you all. Hope you had a good St. Patrick's Day weekend. Join in and drink in and be safe. So we're gonna get through the thick of it tonight. As we told you tonight, Jey Uso and Sami Zayn will have that confrontation after what happened last week on Raw, where these two men were almost at each other's throats. Now we know what Jey Uso's siding with his family, and Sami Zayn was trying to convince Jey after you kind of think Sami was the one that was trying to infiltrate the bloodline. We'll get to that. Also, too, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes pays a special visit to SmackDown. What does Cody have in store? We'll get to that. As well as this. These two men want a shot at WrestleMania. Which one of these two men will head to WrestleMania to take on Gunther? But a lot of you fans know what y'all want. Y'all want them to fight in a triple threat match. So we'll see that coming up. But we begin here with the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes made a rare appearance. Cody Rhodes came out there to try to help mend fences between both Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Cody believes that them three can take down the whole entire bloodline. Cody with the Undisputed Championship match he has at WrestleMania, and he wants to put Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens back on the same page. I think Cody was trying to do his best. It didn't get registered through, but you can tell Cody's trying to mend fences as much as he can. Even Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens trying to mend fences. I know Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are both proud men, proud Canadians, but both men know that in their hearts, they have to defeat the Usos some way, somehow, and get that win. I know that Sami wants to pin Jey because Jey was the one that kind of didn't like Sami in the first place. So Kevin Owens was trying to give Sami the benefit of the doubt, but Sami Zayn, KO and Sami Zayn are not technically on the same page as we thought, but we'll turn to that a little bit later. But we get to this coming up. Mixed tag team action. And I mean mixed tag team action as well. As you see right here, Selena Vega teams up with Santos Escobar to take on Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio. Rhea Ripley has an important WrestleMania match for the SmackDown Women's title against Charlotte. Dominic wants to fight his dad, and Dominic tries to fight his dad in one way somehow. Well, things got a little bit spicy, if you know what I mean. Rhea Ripley pinned Selena Vega, get the 1-2-3 with the riptide. Rhea Ripley looking strong as she's going to WrestleMania to face Charlotte. Well, Charlotte didn't waste no time. Charlotte came out there and tried to confront Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley tried to get escorted and tried to leave out on her vengeance. Rhea Ripley wants a piece of Charlotte. Rhea Ripley said that she wants revenge on Charlotte after what Charlotte did to her at WrestleMania 3 years ago, at WrestleMania 36. She wants that revenge, and can revenge be so sweet for Charlotte Flair to get by pinning Rhea Ripley, because Rhea Ripley says she wants to be the one to put Charlotte in her place. And the only way to do so, Rhea Ripley has to take Charlotte's women's championship that Charlotte's so rich. You can tell right here in this brawl, these women were beating the hell out of each other, left and right. You can tell that that's what they want to do. Let them fight. You know, can't wait to WrestleMania. A lot of people are speculating that they could be the main event of night one, but that could all change. And I'll tell you a little bit later on in the show. Also, too, Rey Mysterio. Speaking of Dominic, Dominic continues to poke the bear, poke his father. He wants to wrestle his father at WrestleMania. We told you last week Rey was getting the induction of being in the Hall of Fame. What a honor for Rey Mysterio getting that honor, as he will be enshrined into the WWE Hall of Fame within 2 weeks. So Rey Mysterio owns this distinction. Congratulations to Rey once again. We told you about that last week. Rey Mysterio going to the WWE Hall of Fame. Well, Dominic continues to poke the bear, and Rey will not fight his son. No father would want to fight their son, but Rey continues to don't want to do it, but you can tell Dominic continues to poke the bear. Well, we don't know yet how this is going to play out, but I'm thinking at Hall of Fame, Dominic going to do something stupid, and he's going to cause his father to embarrass. He's going to embarrass his father by even having a match at Hall of Fame one way or another. So look for that coming your way within 2 weeks. I'll say that as well. Speaking of that, Rey next week, he'll take on LA Knight next week on SmackDown. That should be a fantastic matchup to see. So we're looking forward to seeing that. Also, too, WrestleMania announced that there's going to be a women's tag team fatal four-way. We don't know what night for the tag team championships. So Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez took on Tegan Knox and Emma. We can tell Tegan Knox and Emma don't have no chance. Raquel Rodriguez and now Liv Morgan, they advance. They will go on to WrestleMania to be one of the 4 women competing in that tag team championship match. We don't know if Becky Lynch and Lita, who's going to be in that match. So a fatal 4-way tag team match. Guess no one contenders for the women's tag team titles. So congratulations to Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. What a great team. I say that. Speaking of that, Xavier Woods won his match. I forgot who he went against, but he won a match. So, hey, that's good for Xavier. Also, to who else? Well, we're going to get to that. Gunther. He tried to get involved. We told you. Drew McIntyre and Sheamus will clash. These 2 warriors will clash. Who will get to earn the right to meet Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship? Well, we tried out. Gunther and his crew were watching from the back. Watching from not the back, but the announcers. Gunther caused himself a dizzy by disqualification. He said he wanted a singular challenger. Now he's getting 2 challenges. We found out from Adam Pearce himself that Gunther will defend the Intercontinental Championship in a triple threat match against Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. Gunther's going to have to pull all the stops to get himself together. And I say with Gunther, he's going to have to really, really pull the stops if he's going to leave, WrestleMania as Intercontinental Champion because you can tell Sheamus and Drew McIntyre wants that goal and they want it bad. So hey, you know how that be. Speaking of that, we ended with this. The confrontation between Jey Uso and Sami Zayn. These two were once at first was not cool with each other. Jey didn't trust him. Jey didn't trust Sami. It grew upon Jey, and then Jey did the ultimate no, and Jey did what he said he had to do. And what Jey did was he attacked Sami Zayn. We knew he was gonna do it eventually, and it happened. So Jey Uso beating up Sami. These two men confronting each other, and what a confrontation it was. These two men confronting the you know what out each other. Earlier we told you that Cody Rhodes was trying to meditate had them on the same page and put their differences aside to take down the bloodline. Speaking of that, WWE YouTube channel got the complete story of the bloodline. So if you want to watch it, it's right there. It's almost 2 hours worth of the bloodline. Good God. Well, we told you it was gonna get confrontational, and it did. It did. Sami and Jey still didn't resolve the issues. They just talked it out like men, but it still didn't resolve nothing. Sami came out of nowhere and the Usos attacked Sami Zayn, but KO came out of nowhere and attacked Sami Zayn. KO came out of nowhere and attacked the Usos. The Usos didn't see that coming. The Usos getting attacked and decimated by Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, who reunited and gave each other a hug. That ended the show. So now we know Sami and KO are gunning for the Usos for the tag team titles, and could they be the ones to dethrone the Usos for the tag team championship? Only a matter of time, but we had to wait and see on that one. So hey, this SmackDown was kind of good. It went from beginning with Cody coming out there and trying to mediate between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, trying to mediate them, bring them back together. And now the full story is complete. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens had a conflict right there. KO couldn't trust Sami Zayn. It was Sami Zayn done to him. And then the conflict resolution. Now the conclusion. The Usos try to attack Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are back together, and they're going to be gunning for the tag team championships. So I thought SmackDown was a B+ show. It's getting there, so hey, good for them. All right. Also, too, we've been hearing stories about we end the SmackDown report to move quickly to hot topics. Pat McAfee, there have been rumors report McAfee might not long be in WWE. McAfee put that rumor to rest, saying that he's still in WWE. He's just too busy right now. So Pat McAfee back. We don't know yet. He might make a special appearance at WrestleMania. Who knows? But looking forward to see Pat McAfee somewhere down the road. Also, too, the Great Muta earlier this week was announced by Nature Boy Ric Flair as the next inductee to the WWE Hall of Fame. So congratulations to the Nature Boy on that honor. So we told you Pat McAfee getting the honor, putting the rumors to rest about he's not going nowhere. Also, too, one of my favorite wrestlers right now, Davey Richards. We're hearing reports about him having an alleged domestic dispute. I hope that's not the case, but there's been rumors and reports about Davey Richards. So Davey Richards, domestic dispute. He's getting reduced time, not seeing his kid. Hopefully that's not the case. Davey Richards, one hell of a wrestler. He kind of reminds me of the Dynamite Kid, Chris Benoit, in many ways than ever. I hope that's not true. So, hey. Also, too, we told you the Bloodline having their complete story. So we get to see the Bloodline storyline throughout. So that'll be interesting to watch throughout within 2 hours of time and stuff. And, too, we told you what Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are back together. So we'll see how interesting that might be heading to WrestleMania. All right. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. We kind of did it earlier than expected, but we thank you for watching. I've been your host, Kendra Dick, saying so long, and thank you for watching the Pro Wrestling Show. See you later.